Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The Camp Nou once again decorated in the colours of Barcelona. This is what greets the players every time. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game, but he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Herrera. So, does he stay or does he go? That's the question on everyone's lips, where the manager's contract is concerned.
The speculation is to be expected, Peter, but it doesn't help the dressing room, so the manager's got to hold all that together.
Barcelona will play a certain way here, Jim. What is that way?
Yeah, I think possession is key to their whole game. They've just got to avoid a bad habit they're very aware of and not get too elaborate.
And that's sprayed out wide. And it's Modric. Tries to dink it in.
They do like to defend with a few more men behind the ball now in deeper areas, and it's something they seem to be doing more and more.
Rashford. Rashford plotting from out on the right-hand side.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Walk forward. What does he try from here? Varane gets into the right position to intercept. Aguero.
Aguero really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. There's a lot of movement going on. There's no shortage of options.
So I guess they're looking... And the shot! Yeah. And it's played forward. Richarlison. And Herrera. Herrera spreads it towards the left. Hoists it high. And he's there to cut it out. And here's Rashford. Mohamed Salah. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And here's Aguero. Salah plays it in. And that should be the keeper's. Yeah. Cavani. Rashford. Cavani plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Aguero gets it out to the wing. Neymar. Richarlison. Now it's Aguero. Oh, the ball's come loose! And the Herrera. Herrera goes looking. That has put a stop to that. Richarlison. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's Herrera. And here's Cavani. Mohamed Salah. Aguero. Richarlison. And he's on his way. He's come loose. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first-half thoughts?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're underway again. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? Just brushed off the ball there. And the shot!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Yeah. Modric. Neymar gets it back. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Barcelona making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from...
But he's one-on-one! Has a hit! And it's a goal!
Well, that's what the top players do. The ability to seize the initiative at crucial times in the game. And now this second half has a completely different outlook. Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Surprise.
Cavani! Over to the left, looks to thread it through. Now it's Mohamed Salah, going through, has a pop! It's off target and by quite a way.
Mohamed Salah looked very impressive there, well, at least until he got into a shooting position, something I'm sure he'll want to have a go at again.
Yeah. Forward it goes. Neymar. It's Aguero! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Modric.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Oh, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. He's had that put on a plate. And it's Messi. And he's going long. Ruben Dias.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Richarlison. Oh, real danger, and the finish! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. Aguero with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Cut out in the nick of time. Has a pop! It's a goal! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Mbappe. Looking... Mbappe! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And it's been taken... He's gone for it!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Vieira looking to penetrate opposition lines. Cavani. Chance! He's gone for it! It's broken loose!
Barcelona have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Cavani.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Mbappe. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Aguero.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Cavani battles to win it back. He goes long. He goes for goal! I have relief from the defence. Hoists it forward. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Messi gets the better of his man. Hits one! That is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. So that's it. It is all over. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just one between them. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands.
Mohamed Salah! Goal! What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Aguero has a go! It's in!
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
And here's Messi. And Messi! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Chance to shoot, and the shot! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. Well, it's something I've noticed more of. They're defending much deeper.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's played forward. Messi, Mohamed Salah. It's anyone's ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Neymar! Oh, that was close. And it's Salah. Neymar. And it's been taken straight back. Mohamed Salah. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well played, he saw that coming. Romagnoli does well to read it and intercepts. Keeper's got good distance on that. Referee's given a throw. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Conte. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Done very well to intervene. And the counter is on. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's left his man. Mohamed Salah. Balls over the line, and it is a corner. That's a throw. Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. That's not going to make it.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that enough people nearby.
Mbappe is flagged offside. Neymar, Messi. He's in! It's Salah! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Messi. Manchester United have it back and they can go again. Neymar. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Aguero! Mighty close.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Van Dijk goes looking. De Bruyne. Richarlison. Now it's Aguero. Forward it goes. Now it's Messi. Van Dijk has given away a free kick. And it's Saul. Has a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Neymar. Kante plays it forward. Now it's Aguero. Saul gets into the right position to intercept. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Conte hoists it forward. Now it's Neymar. Richarlison.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Gea can pick that up. Messi. He's through the middle. Good ball. It's Aguero! Oh, taken with style. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. And here's Aguero. Played towards the front men. Romagnoli cuts it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Torreira. And here's Aguero. Saul. Saul! Mohamed Salah was typically well positioned. Has he picked him out? And he's cut it out. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Has he found his man? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's going to be a double change then. Richarlison. Now it's Neymar going through. It's out for a goal kick. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Aguero. Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly. And it's Neymar. There's the through ball. He's got away. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Eriksson. He's managed to get himself offside. There's going to be another change here. Neymar is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, has he done enough since his goal? Is the feeling that he's lost his appetite for another? It's difficult to be sure exactly what the thinking is, but his race is certainly run now.
Neymar. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Donnarumma will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And that's a poor pen.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got...
Massive leap! He's had a go! Messi. Messi drives it forward, right through the middle, and the flag has stayed down. Chooses to go back. Ericsson. And it's played forward. Now it's Kante. Gabriel Jesus gets it, and Jesus has a go! And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. So what can they conjure from this one? And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. Oh, brilliant goal! A finish right from the top draw. And they are pulling clear here. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. And there goes the final whistle. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.